as we all know, she is a very prominent personality in our gynae and Obs Society of Moradabad. She did her MBBS MS from NSCV Medical College, Jabalpur, and Vice President IMA Moradabad year 2014 and 15. She is organizing secretary of Medicon 2014 annual conference of IMA Moradabad and organizing chairperson Medifest 2015 annual conference of IMA Moradabad. And she is also President Welfare Aegis and activist for the fighting against the amendment proposed in MTP Act, which would also allow non-MBBS doctors to allow doing MTP, which made Foxy changes stand. An activist to liberate the genuine doctors doing fair practice from being harassed by the PCPNDT Act, and the sequence of Maneka Gandhi's stand to register every pregnancy and the follow-up each see how and why the registered female fetus was lost to protect women from the womb to tomb. And she was the member PCPNDT Committee Foxy in member Medical Legal Action Group. So I welcome Dr. Archana Tandon.
Thank you, Dr. Vimita. As you all know that we have the main theme of this CME, annual CME has been webinar. And you have been watching webinars since yesterday and they'll be carried out till today evening. So this is a webinar link through which the webinar, this talk and this whole session is being relayed to the world, and people have logged in and they are watching this. See, there are 6 attendees at present. Charu Mittal, Dr. Leena Chauhan is sitting here, Renu Agarwal, Vipin Agarwal, so Shrestha Vipin is there. And now let me tell you what is a webinar. For a better understanding of what is a webinar, how to hold a webinar, how you can purchase a webinar package and then conduct it on your own. Because next time I want someone else to hold the webinar from our association. Webinars, a good alternative to conferences, meetings. A teacher is a supreme artist, for he colors and shapes so many futures. Who am I trying to address today? In general, all teachers, they can approach 1,000 students at a time, relay live classes, even live surgeries, educate patients in groups. In our specialty, for our fraternity, it can be used advantageously for a focused use for the admins of Facebook forums. There are many Facebook forums. The young students are well versed with them, and live discussions are carried out there. So the admins of Facebook forums can approach 1,000 students at a time, can conduct live discussions with students being able to read the body language of experts, so more interactive and more real. Experts for training directly from premises by the experts. So experts in ultrasound, hysteroscopy, infertility can run live interactive workshops from their premises while carrying on with their routine work and relaying the live atmosphere with the interaction in real time with participants getting the real feel without the need for traveling. For the AGM, GBM, that is General Body Meeting, Annual General Body Meeting, Managing Committee meetings of FOXI or any associations, they can be webcast live. Now it is so hard to travel to Mumbai for all the MCMs or AGMs or GBMs, Mumbai or any other place in India. For everyone, it's very hard to travel every time, and especially for elections or for policy making decisions. So if they are webcast, you can always take a poll and decide with maximum participation from the members. How do we interact today? I just showed you this. So this is the webinar panel. This is for the sound. This is, if I share my webcam, everyone will be able to see me. This is for the, this is the webcam, and I'm seeing there. If I, in the coming sessions, you will be seeing panelists in the webcam. So I close this, and this is the panel which shares the screen on my laptop. So I can share my presentation for presenting a talk, and then there are other options. So there are options for the audience, for the attendees to raise their hands, to communicate through sounds also, because they can talk and I can listen to them. They can type their question here and I can chat with them, answer their questions. The message I want to convey: webinars will take academic learning to greater heights and make meetings more productive with maximum participation by making learning easily available at doorstep and will reduce the costs involved in conferences. Webinars, a good alternative to conferences and seminars. What is a webinar? Everybody knows how a seminar or a presentation looks like and how it is conducted. On one hand is the presenter, on the other the participants who listen and interact with the presenter, like we are sitting here. The only technology that is used here is the projector displaying the PowerPoint slides and maybe a laser pointer. Nobody ever thought that it could get better than this. However, imagine a scenario where you are sitting in your home or office and participating in a seminar thousands of miles away, or maybe you are giving a lecture which is being listened to by hundreds of students around the globe in real time and also answering their questions and doubts. Well, that is what a webinar does. See, here we have 7 attendees. So these 7 people are attending our webinar from various places in India. I can unmute them and talk to them. They can participate in the webinar as you can participate here with the microphone, with the what do you call that? Microphone, right? They can put their questions also here. They can type their questions here. I'll be able to see if they're, see, someone has asked me, didn't started yet kya? So I can say started. I'll write down here and post and they'll get the answer that it is started. See, I write it here, post it. And they'll get the answer. So this is how a webinar is conducted, and we are conducting it today. It uses modern technologies like the internet, computer and speaker or headphones to cut across time, space and money. This means that neither the speaker nor the participant needs to be physically present face to face. Instead, they are connected by the internet. Thus, you may present, listen or interact with various people at the same time in various regions of the globe. Any questions so far? So we proceed. This is all about evolution of webinars. No one is interested in that. Types of webinars based on their uses and modes of transmission. They can be training webinars, the name indicates what they are for, educational webinars, the name indicates what they are for, and business webinars. Recorded webinars, like I'm recording this webinar today and I can use it at a later date to relay. Live webinars, like we are conducting it today. Recorded webinars, you record these live webinars and relay it later. Features of webinars, PowerPoint slides and informational audios and videos can be presented and the audience engaged with a markup tool and remote mouse pointers. It can display multimedia files, digital video cameras, full motion webcam. Another feature is the real-time audio communication by the use of headphone speakers through. Like today I'm giving a slide presentation. I can play a video here. I can play a sound file here. I can relay anything I want to the public who have logged in. So the presentation activity can be recorded for a later use. The presenter can shift the responsibility on another presenter like I'll be doing today, where someone else will be presenting from Kerala or Gwalior, and the presenter and the audience both can mark items on the slide presentation. People connected to the meeting can text chat for live questions and answers. I showed you just now. It allows conducting polls and surveys. We have some poll questions also ready. Let me try out if people participate. How many are attentive, I don't know, but we can always post a poll. Was I successful in explaining the concept of webinar? So I run this poll, launch. I launch this poll and it is launched on the screen for the people who have logged in. And then they answer. So 40% voted and the answer is 100% people say yes. So that way I conducted a poll. Now the second question which I may ask is, okay, so this is manage polls, close. Then I launch a second question. Are you enjoying participating in a webinar? So I post this and let me see what people say. Has it got disconnected? Something is wrong.
You have to launch it.
Okay. So this is launched question. So 100% say yes, I have been successful. Now the next question, I close this. Then the next question I say, which surgery you enjoyed the most watching yesterday? I don't know how many of them who have logged in where you logged in yesterday, but just let me see if people are there. So tuboplasty, vaginoplasty, sarcopolymopexy, hysteroscopic myomectomy, 100% say, I don't know where did they see. That was not a hysterectomy, they are thinking it was a hysteroscopic myomectomy, but it was a TLH. Then the next question, are you looking forward to more webinars? I launch this question and people will answer. Yes, 100% say yes. They will. Then the next question is, vote for which would you like to attend in future for academic sessions? Webinar, CME in person, both depending on my circumstances. So 100% say both depending on my circumstances. How very true. But now again it has changed. So 25% do want to see webinar exclusively. Good. So I have been successful. Then the next is would you be updating yourself through webinars in future to save valuable time for yourself and your family? I launched this question. Let's see what people say. So 100% say yes. So for the family, they want to save 100% time. So this is how we conduct the polls. Recent webinars, all the gynecologists know that we had webinars by Dr. Pankaj Desai and Dr. Deepika Deka, and it was a wonderful session on 11 to 13 weeks pregnancy. Advantages of webinars: it is the disadvantages of live conferences that prompts us to acknowledge the advantages of webinars. As long as there is internet connection and a computer, you can interact with people anywhere. Enormous expenses are saved against travel and material cost. When a webinar is used, it is the most cost-effective method of conducting meetings. The participants can become a part of the meeting because the features like desktop control and instant polling. The meetings can be conducted and transmitted to and from 2 to more than 1,000 people anywhere in the world. The maximum persons who can participate here is 1,000 persons. So the meeting, today only 16 have logged in. Maybe this number may increase till 3 p.m. But in coming years, this sure will reach 1,000. The meetings can be conducted in real time and it can be recorded from any point. There is also a co-browsing facility so that two people can check the internet at the same time and in real time. This is especially good for training and research purposes. A webinar has the advantages of being able to set up in a matter of weeks. In the past, a seminar might take months of planning before being carried out, like we did for this one. In the healthcare industry, these presentations also serve the function of keeping medical professionals up to date on the latest innovations in their field. For this CME, we had to prepare many months beforehand. But for webinars, which I regularly hold, it is only a matter of 1 day or 2 days. So the cost, very cheap, up to 100 attendees for $89. This is pounds, I think, per organizer per month, and up to 500, it is $199. It's an eco-friendly mode. A webinar may be easily accessed from the smartphone, tablet. Many of you are using your phone here. You have it? Open? Okay. I have to close the poll. Right. Close. So many you can open it on your mobile like this. She has been seeing it, hearing my voice, hearing everything from the phone. And similarly, many are seeing it around the world. It is easy to reach your target audience instantly, efficiently with this online communication tool. Those who otherwise may not be able to attend such an event may still be able to access. A webinar may be easily accessed from a smartphone. Here you are sitting in your drawing room, enjoying your coffee and your chips or whatever you like and enjoying the webinar. So that is the advantage. It provides a convenient medium for introverts. Experienced and reputed teachers are available to the wider range of audience spread across the globe. For physically handicapped and old-aged doctors, this is the best mode to keep oneself updated comfortably. And in coming years, doctors will control the industry and not farmers using this mode. Invitations, full service registrations and reminders automatically generated. Easy to set up because you all must be getting, whoever have registered for the CME through for the webinar, you must be getting regular feedbacks on your emails. Easy to set up and host after initial orientation. On-site tech support may not be necessary. Pre-webinar practice sessions may be included in a package deal. Disadvantages of webinars. Believe me, webinars have all the disadvantages required for success, and they sure are a thing for future. Technical difficulties like we encountered today, audience interaction, quite good I can say, because 100% were responding to my poll questions, and maybe a technical for lacking is there in this. We are not able to hear their audio, the audio from there. If we had a three-way connection, the people here they don't have, then I would have been able to listen to the people logged in also, and you would also be able to hear to their questions and the answers. Long distance telephone charges may incur if two-way voice interactivity is enabled. The instructor cannot gauge the level of understanding among the participants as much as in a live seminar, but once you are talking to your audience, you can always gauge. Now a few poll questions for all that I've already finished. Future of mobiles, 1973, handheld mobile phones, Martin Cooper. 1990, Karina was using this mobile, and the common man could not because of the very high rates. And 2013, even a rickshawala and all the your personnel working in your home and your staff, everyone can use it. So the technology brings, with passage of years, becomes easily accessible and also low cost. Future of conferences, this, and finally the webinar in 2006, it was introduced, and in 2016 we are holding it in TMU. In spite of the disadvantages, the advantages are limitless, with net speed increasing in leaps and bounds. The coming years sure promise a bright future for webinars. With scientists working at the teleportation, the day is not far off when a teacher will be beamed into a student's room or vice versa using high-speed net. So I think in 10 years from now, I'll be able to bring faculty from USA by teleportation on this stage, and he'll be presenting, or maybe I may teleport Dr. Rehana to USA using technology, and she'll attend the conference and come back. So this is teleportation. In coming years, with increasing internet speed, the traffic on roads is sure to reduce with advance in technology, and people adopting these communication modes for travel, business, teaching, learning, and advertisement. So the internet will become our highways, and the billboards will be there, not on the highways but on the internet, and we sure will progress to an eco-friendly era, reducing noise pollution and pollution as a whole, as also saving time and most precious commodity for tourism. We'll save time for the most precious commodity for ourselves, that is for tourism, mental relaxation, outdoor games, and walks in parks. Conclusion, webinars are sure the future of conferences, being eco-friendly, cheap, and helping an individual to save money and time. They surely bring down the cost of the conferences from crores to thousands for organizers, and from thousands to a few rupees for delegates, saving a lot of revenue and time, and are eco-friendly too. Carry home message, webinars have a bright future, so become net savvy. Thank you. With a deep sense of gratitude, I thank you all for sparing your precious time. Any questions?
Thank you, Archana ji. To enhance our knowledge regarding webinars, it's really very useful for we people. Thank you very much.
When I first held a webinar, this was the message. Looking forward to seeing you all participants, looking forward to all to see you all participate in a web conference if I ever succeed in organizing one. This was 1 year back, and today I can proudly say I have succeeded. Thank you.
I request Dr. Bimita Agarwal to present a memento and certificate to Dr. Anjali Agarwal. Thank you, ma'am. Now I request Dr.